Welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura, your host. I will be showing you how to make an organ charcuterie just in time for your Halloween party. The trimming and decorating took about an hour and is fairly easy to do. Started with a 4-layered 6-inch cake. I frosted and chilled it. Then I cut it vertically into 3 pieces and trimmed those into organ-like shapes. You can pick whichever organ system you'd like. I covered each piece with a new layer of frosting and re-chilled it. After covering each cake in fondant, I went to work making each piece look like a separate organ. This particular piece is supposed to be some small intestine, but I didn't really have the shape quite down. I wanted each piece to fit on a serving tray, and that kind of limits some of the design aspect. But I'm just gonna keep working at it. It almost looked like a brain when I was done with it. During this process, if your cakes start to get a little too soft, you can stick them back in the refrigerator and let them firm up a bit. We won't be putting too much detail in this, so you don't have to worry about your fondant getting too hard or too dried out. Speaking of fondant, I like to use modeling chocolate, but I chose fondant because it's easy to find. So if you're having your party and you just need a quick idea of some cute little cakes, this is going to be a lot easier to execute. If you're looking for something a little bit more show-stopping, you can check out my disgusting bloody heart cake that I made last week. Starting with the liver now, just getting my shape down, kind of highlighting the different lobes of the liver. I put a couple arteries and veins on there as well, but those didn't really show up after I painted it, and that's okay. Keeping with the simplicity of this tutorial, I went ahead and just got a box mix. I chose some cherry chip. That's always a fun flavor. I did add some real cherries, and I'll post some pictures of the inside of this cake to my other social media accounts. Would love to hear from all of you if you have any ideas for some other type of hyper-realistic cakes or just fun cakes that you'd like to see me do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can see my latest and greatest cakes. Last but not least, my kidney. Getting some shapes in there, and then we're going to start painting. Don't forget, with your colors, you're going to want to add a little bit of vodka or Everclear. And yes, that alcohol will evaporate, so don't worry about kids being exposed to alcohol. I discussed with the heart cake about red being sometimes a bitter taste on your fondant. You can get no taste red, and that kind of helps eliminate some of that tanginess. Most people will pull off the fondant anyways. My 7-year-old loves fondant, so at least I have one fondant fan there. I'm using one of my tools for the liver. I just wanted it to have more of a textured design to it. This tool is typically used for seashell designs. It can be used for all kinds of things, but very helpful with a granulated liver look. For the small intestine, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, use a little bit of pink, brown, white, try to mute that pink a little bit. It still wound up being really bright, but I splattered some blood on it at the end. My favorite part of every cake is painting it, or sometimes you can spray paint food color onto things. It just really makes your vision come to life. And I feel like more of a professional once I get a layer of paint on there. I'm gonna deepen the contrast with a little bit of darker pink. A little bit about me. I don't have any formal training in baking or cake decorating, but I've been doing it since I was 15 years old, torturing my family with all sorts of takes on banana bread. Lastly, I'm going to cover this cake in some fake blood splatters. And there you have it, guys. You can't beat a organ charcuterie for this Halloween season. I hope you all enjoyed my video. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more cool cakes.